there because the woman that you live with does not trust you and you do not make her happy. Not because Steve Wilkos is out to get you.
I met him when I was 17. We had a few drinks. I fell asleep. When I woke up, that's when he told me I had sex with you and I didn't use a condom. And I'm like, why would you do that?
I ain't never messed around with Ashley with this slut. Good luck with finding your baby daddy.
My whole life has been a lie for 5 years.
He had sex with you while you were passed out?
Yes.
Okay.
We having sex and she passed out. It's just what it is.
Who's the father of your kids?
Melvin.
See, I watch this show all the time.
I'm looking at you
look at me dead in the eye.
I'm saying this show is based on my name, my reputation. I would not do anything to jeopardize that. Shantae has been trying to tell her ex-boyfriend Melvin that he's the father of her 4-year-old daughter ever since she was born. Whoa. But he says she's a stripper and anyone could be the father. Now Melvin's fiance Ashley is tired of wondering and called my show for a DNA test. Take a look.
Melvin and I have been together for almost 5 years. We have 3 beautiful children together. A little into our relationship, a young lady named Shantae was popping up in our lives saying that she has a baby with Melvin. And he completely denies the baby. I was very upset. I was very furious because that means that if their daughter is 4 years old, that Melvin has cheated on me. About 3 months ago, Shantae showed up at the door again looking for Melvin and demanding that her daughter gets to know her family. If Melvin is this child's father, that will also mean that our children are siblings. Can I have a second? Oh, gosh. If Melvin is her dad, it will hurt me because it means that my whole life has been built around lies and deceit. Back in January, I found out that Melvin was cheating on me with some girl on Facebook. The young woman got upset with Melvin because he wasn't meeting her demands and she exposed him. I believe that Melvin is a sociopath. I believe that Melvin is really into young girls because Shantae was only 17 when they were dating and I was only 23 when we started dating and Melvin was 37. I've been hearing a lot of rumors that he goes to young girls and he goes from different states having relationships with different girls and he has lots of babies. I have stopped the wedding plans. I put everything on hold until I find out exactly what's going on with the lie detector test and the DNA test. I'm young, but I want to have something stable. And this marriage will mean a lot to me because he is the father of our 3 children and it will mean a lot to me to just stay with him and be with him like I've been. But I am strong enough and willing to stand my own ground by myself.
Steve, I'm just here so my daughter can meet her father. She's been asking me to meet him. I met him when I was 17. At the time, I didn't have nobody in my life. I was dancing. That's how I was able to provide for myself. When me and Melvin met, we exchanged numbers. I met up with him at his house. Me and him, we talked, we kicked it. He told me he needed a young girl around, you know, to help him stay on his P's and Q's. He was looking to get married, have a family. We chilled. We was intimate. We did use a condom. Now, we had a few drinks. I fell asleep. When I woke up, that's when he told me, oh, I had sex with you and I didn't use a condom. And I'm like, why would you do that? Oh, I want you to have my baby. I want a relationship. I got this lawsuit. I want to take care of you. I said, okay, I believed him. We was straight since June to October. We was together 2010. Everything was fine. When I was dancing, he would come pick me up. He would be there most of the time when I was dancing. Me and him, we would go home together. He met my family. I met some of his family. And something happened between me and him where I left him. I left him alone. I thought my ex was, when I found out I was pregnant, I thought my ex was my baby's father until I had my daughter and me and him got the DNA test. The DNA test came back that he wasn't the father.
Your ex?
Right. So I called Melvin.
And was Melvin the only other possibility?
Yes. Okay. And I called Melvin and when my daughter came home, when she finally came home because she was premature, he came and saw Erica, and he said, oh, well, she's too pretty to be my baby. She like a mixed baby.
She's too pretty?
Yeah. And I said, well, what you want to do? You want to go half on the DNA test? We can go half. He said, yeah. So I called him.
I never even heard of that. Let's go have some
yeah,
DNA test.
Right.
Hey, we'll split dinner tonight? Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, we can go half just to show him and just
you
so
wanted
he'll know.
it done.
Right.
Yeah.
But he kept prolonging it. Every time I called him, me and her would argue. Me and him would argue.
Who, you
Ashley.
and her? Oh,
me and Ashley would argue.
What would you argue about?
Well, Ashley, oh, this my man now. You can't have him. This, that, that. And I'm like, you know, it's not about me and him.
You didn't even want him. Did you even want him at that point?
No. I've been there, done that.
Right.
You know, so it wasn't about him. It was just my daughter, and she had animosity towards me, and he did too. And I'm like, okay, Melvin, forget it. When I called him for the last time, he said, "And your daughter." Now I want to say like 3 months ago, me and my daughter was laying in bed. She lay there. She said, "Mommy, where's my daddy?" I said, "Your real daddy?" She said, "Yes, Mom, I want to meet him." I said, "You want to meet him?" She said, "Yes." So I called my friend, and I told my friend to take me over there because we moved in a house together before I left. And when she took me over there, I walked to the door and I knocked at the door. And he came to the door.